Hi guys, so today we have another Spooky Box Club box to open. This month Spooky Box Club sent us 2 boxes. As you can see, one of them has already been opened, which I have just uploaded the video for. So next up we have the second box. Now the reason we've got 2 boxes is because the first box, which was the Globetrotter box, was delayed, and rather than sending it in the middle of the month and sending this one at the end of the month, they just decided to send them both together, which they have done once before. So lucky us, we get double the amount of Spooky Box today. So this month's box, which is this one, is called Glamour Gouls, and I'm very excited to see what sort of things we've got in here. We have before got a makeup bag, which was this one, and I absolutely love that makeup bag. I actually went and bought another one just in case that one ever broke. So I'm hoping we'll get some like similar sort of things in here. So again, we've got the new style box, Spooky Box Club on the front with some bats and some stars. We've got bats and stars on all the other sides, and then on the front we just have stars and this month's sticker. So on this month's sticker it says Glamour Gouls, and then it has a green sort of zombie looking face with a bit missing out of her cheek. So I'm wondering what sort of stuff is going to be in here, whether or not it's going to be makeup related. I honestly have no idea. As I said with my last one, I haven't had any spoilers for either of these boxes, so I'm very, very excited and pleased, and that also means I have no idea what's in here. So let's open it up and see. So on top, I'm guessing we have our cheat sheet, which is green, so that goes with our zombie theme. So we have our wormies on top. So just like all the other ones, it's going to be a blind as such unboxing. We have slightly less wormies this month, so I wonder if there's anything bigger in here. So the first thing I can feel is something in a box. Let's have a look. It is a teardrop blending sponge duo. So it looks like this is like a beauty blender kind of thing. I'm probably going to be selling some of this if it's got to be more makeup related, just because I'm very boring when it comes to makeup and I do the same thing every day. So I probably won't be needing any blending supplies since I don't put anything on my actual skin, otherwise end up with 1,000,001 spots. So in here is a blending sponge. I believe this is similar to a beauty blender. So there is a larger purple one in there and also a black one, and they're in like a teardrop shape. On the front of the box it says teardrop blending sponge duo, and this little skeleton is saying that it's latex free, which is good for anyone who does have any skin allergies or sensitive skin. So next up in here is this, and it is in the shape of a heart, and I have no idea what this is, and it doesn't have a sticker on it. So it is kind of in like a plasticky material. It's, are you meant to put it on your hand like this? Is it like a exfoliating brush? It's basically like a plasticky shaped heart. It is like that kind of like rubbery plastic that kind of moves around. It's plain on the back, and on the front it has these like various different like textured parts. We've got like these ones here, some straight lines and then some dots. So if anyone actually knows what this is for, please do let me know. But my guess is that you put your hand in it like this and then you scratch it on stuff. I'm not too sure, but if anyone could help me out, that would be amazing. I have to say, this is not the most spooky item I've ever seen. Out of this and this, I'd say that neither of these are particularly spooky, other than the fact that this one has a skull on it. Again, I probably will be selling both of these since I will probably not be getting any use out of either of them. So next up is this, and it feels almost like a product, maybe like nail varnish. Oh, got something stuck to my finger. Okay, so this is a stamping nail plate. Interesting. So let's take this all out because it's in a big thing. So it says, this is quite like heavy. I thought this was just like a piece of something, but it's not. It says, oh, there's something in there. Oh, cute. So it says, select your design pattern from the spooky stamping bit, paint over the design with your chosen nail polish, scrape off the excess polish by holding the scraper at a 45-degree angle, use the stamper to pick up the polish, roll the stamper over the nail, coat it with clear nail polish, and enjoy your spooky nails. And then that is just the piece of card that comes with it. So I have actually seen these before on Simply Nailogical's channel. Look at me, all of my knowledge on nail art. So you get this kind of stamping sheet which has lots of different designs on there. We've got cobwebs and a hat, we've got moons and stars, we've got some pumpkins and some little gravestones and some trees and some ghosts. We've got various different words up here that say boo, Halloween, haunted, witch and scary and ghost. We have this one that says trick or treat, some stars, some dripping blood, some bats, some various other bats and stars and zigzags, and we've got pumpkin faces and a little cat and various other different Halloween pumpkin faces and some zombie hands. So there's lots of different designs that are on here. So what you do is you get your nail varnish, you paint it over the top. These, what you do then is once you've painted it, you scrape it off at a 45-degree angle, and you should be left with the nail varnish like in the creases. And then you have this, which is your roller, so the top bit screws off and you have this kind of rubberized, it's like very squishy top to it. Ooh, that is very squishy and fun to play with. So this is your tool. It's actually really fun to squish. Anyway, so once you have your design, obviously like you'll just have the nail varnish left in the bits that are kind of engraved. You do that and you roll across it and you'll end up with the design on the roller, and then you can plonk them on your nails. So that is a really nice little product. I'm not really the most creative with my nails. I like to keep them relatively simple. So I'm not sure whether or not I'm going to use this or not, but if I don't use it for my nails, I may be able to get some kind of crafting uses out of these, because I'm sure it would probably work with like regular ink, and then I can roll it and stamp it on the paper. So next up in here we have something in bubble wrap, maybe. It's in a black organza bag. Ooh, and it looks like this is a necklace, and from what I can tell it looks like a very nice necklace. So let's open it up. It is, as you can see, in bubble wrap, and this is a tiny little, oh my goodness, it's an actual mirror. It's a little mirror necklace. I'm gonna check, and my eyeliner is still on there. So it is just a very simplistic tiny little necklace. It's about the same size as my little pumpkin that I got from my Gothic subscription box. So it has a nice kind of ornate frame to it. The actual chain itself does come off on either side. I love necklaces that hang like that. They're my actual favourite type of necklace. And then you have the nice ornate bit with a little diamond there, and then the centre bit is actually a mirror, so everything in it is mirrored. Hopefully you can see my finger is mirrored in there, and as you can see there is a little reflection. Hello Inception right there. So it is like a proper like mirror, so you could wear this around your neck, and if you ever needed a little mirror you have one to check yourself in. I think it is a nice concept. I don't have any actual like proper mirror necklaces, so it's something different, which I always love. I love to have different types of necklaces. I feel like it's going to be very nice to wear. I feel like it's definitely going to catch a lot of eyes, since it's going to probably shimmer and all the light will kind of bounce off of it while you're wearing it. It feels quite nice quality. It's a really nice weight. It is fully metal, and on the back it does say Spooky Box Club stamped into it. I have had a few different necklaces from Spooky Box Club now, and I have to say these aren't like every single day necklaces. I did wear like a little crescent moon one that they had for like a week and a half, and it completely tarnished and it ruined and it turned brown. So these are not kind of like every day wear in the bath and the shower and do everything in necklaces. These are just kind of like the necklaces that you put on for the day and take off at night and then wear something else the next day. Super nice design. I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of wear out of it. I've just noticed as well, for me these bits here kind of look like roses, which just makes me love it even more. So I'm very excited to wear that. I love the design, and if you did want to, let me see if I can find some confetti to show you what I mean. You could get a little charm. Obviously you wouldn't be using confetti, but you could get like a little charm or something and just kind of stick it to the mirror, and then you'd have a little kind of bat pendant, if you see what I mean. I'm sure there's lots of various different charms and things that you have laying around. You could probably even use some of the charms that they've sent us and just pull the little clips off of them. So I really like that necklace, and I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of wear out of it. So I feel like we must be coming towards the end of this box. I can feel something light. Okay, something white. What is this? A soft facial sponge, which is 100% natural vegetable fibre. Interesting. It's called a konjac sponge. There seems to be like a string going through it, and it says rinse under warm water before each use, adding your facial cleanser if needed. Massage your face in a circular motion to exfoliate dead skin cells. Rinse thoroughly and gently squeeze out excess water after each use and hang to dry. Again, not sure whether or not I'm going to use that. It's not particularly spooky. They could have very easily turned this into a skull or made it into a ghost shape or something. So I'm not too sure what exactly I'm going to be doing with that. So next up in here, I can feel a little organza bag, and this one has a little charm in it, and it seems to go perfectly with the last charm we got. Since this one is also spider themed, this one is a little spider web. It's on your usual lobster clasp, and then you have the little spider web hanging down. This one again feels like it may be made of plastic. It doesn't have that cold metal feel, although it may be made out of like a really cheap metal. It doesn't seem like it's going to break, but again, it doesn't seem like the best quality one we've ever got. It's very, very simplistic, and I'm not really sure how this relates to Glamour Gouls. Same time though, I'm not really sure how the spider one really related to travel, so whatever, I'm sure I'll find something to do with this charm. For now though, what I'll do is I'll shove it on my makeup bag with the spider one. So there can't be much left. We haven't had a lolly yet. We have, obviously something was in there. The lolly, this one is yellow and pink and white, very similar colours to the one we got in the travel box, although that had a bit of green in it. So for the sake of science, let's give it a try. I'm kind of hoping this is banana flavoured for some reason. I think again this is like fruit salad flavoured. I seem to be tasting like artificial pineapple again. I'm wondering if that's the yellow, because I got the same taste with the other one which we got in the travel box. So that one I will probably finish later. I have a nice little pile of lollipops over there now. And then there is, finally, there is a pin. We didn't get a pin in the last one, which it has been a long time since we haven't got a pin, and I was slightly disappointed because the pins are like my guaranteed love. I will always love the pins that they send. So from here I can see that it is green and it has writing on it, and it says Living Dead Girl, so I really love this. I'm very pleased with this pin. It looks spooky, and I'm glad, because I feel like this box was lacking spook to it. So it is quite a large metal pin. I'm loving the larger pins that they're creating. It is black and green. It has almost Creepsville vibes to it. So it's in the dripping writing, which is my favourite font, if you couldn't tell from all of my thumbnails. And it obviously says Living Dead Girl, and it has a little skull there, and it does have one little clasp. I find with these bigger ones sometimes they're better with two, but hopefully this one will sit nicely. And it says Spooky Box Club, so I have my jacket to hand. Let's find a space for this cute pin. You see, that's how prepared I was for the last box, ready to put my pin on, and there wasn't one in there. Slightly traumatized by that. So, lovely jacket is filling up nicely. It is missing a couple of pins, just because I do sometimes take these off if I'm wearing an outfit and I feel like a certain pin will fit on nicely. In fact, I have one of the pins here, so I might as well put that on now, which was the little bat face one we got from one of the boxes before. So as I say every time, I do have to keep rearranging all of my pins just because I like to keep them in kind of themes. But what I think I'm going to do is put this one down here. I feel like it will fit nicely there. So I'm very pleased with the size of this pin. It definitely stands out quite nicely on my jacket. It does flick up a little bit, but I think because of the weight of it, it does sort of pull it down. So I don't think it's going to get too annoying. It's definitely not going to twist the wrong way or anything. It definitely has that kind of gravitational weight to keep it upright. I really like the look of it. I haven't really got very many, other than I guess this one, very many pins that have writing on, so I'm very pleased to have another one, and yes, I'm very happy with that pin. So we must leave it there. Feels like we've got one more item in here, and confetti, and from this item feels like a bag or a fabric item. I'm going to show you first. Can you tell? I'm sneaking a peek and I can't tell. Oh, cute. So this looks like a makeup bag or a pencil case. I definitely have to say it still hasn't beaten my favourite makeup bag, which is this one. But I think what I'm going to do is use this one for my eyelashes, because at the moment I have my eyelashes kind of stored in a little box in there, which is kind of annoying, so I think I'll probably keep them in here. So it is a little black bag and it says magical supplies may contain evil spirits. Okay, so it has this inside of it, so you can use this as like a little clip. I was wondering what this little loop was on the end. So on the front it says magical supplies, has a little bat, a little skull, more bats, some swirls and some stars, and then on the side it does have this little thing here, and this strap was inside, so you can clip this strap to it. Oh, it's quite a stiff clip. That can clip on the side and you could wear it as a little bracelet with a bag attached to if you want to. I never quite understand what these bits are for, but then you have, it's quite a nice big bag. It's like a pleather feeling material and it's quite soft inside, and then the writing is nicely transferred on there. It doesn't look like the transfer is going to come off at all, which is nice. It's quite a good sized bag as well, with your little zip at the top to zip it up, and then you can keep all of your makeup supplies or even your stationery supplies in there. So that's a nice fabric item that they've included in there. I'm glad that they did make it a bit more spooky, because I was slightly worried since there wasn't that many spooky things in there. Let's go through the cheat sheet if I can find where I threw it. Okay, so we have the Spell Essentials makeup bag. We have the face band, which we have the nail art kit, which was this thing for stamping your nails. We have the charm. We have the blending sponge duo. We have the living dead girl pin, which is on my jacket. The magic mirror pendant, which I loved, which was this thing here. And we had the, oh there you go, it is a brush cleaner. Interesting. So this is for cleaning your brushes. I'm not sure how that works. If any of you would like to enlighten me, please do let me know. And then we also have the handcrafted lollipop. So that was everything that was in the Glamour Gouls box. So there you go. We've had 2 Spooky Box Club unboxings today. It's been very good. It's been very spooky. And probably what is now the most exciting thing is it now means the next one is a spooky stationery box. And I'm ready. I'm so ready. Stationery is definitely my guilty pleasure. So thank you for watching. If you do have any questions or comments, please do leave them down below. I hope you're having a spooktacular Halloween. If it's sunny where you are, I hope you're enjoying the shade, and I'll see you next time. Bye!